Hello and welcome. My name's Sarah. You should probably share this with everyone who's interested with Korean and Korean American culture. I really do welcome you to my channel. Today I want to do an honest and sincere talk about Koreans and Korean Americans. Why can I speak on behalf of Koreans and Korean Americans? Because I am one. I myself am Korean American and I'm currently in South Korea. I've been here in South Korea for about 9 months, so I've sort of, been around. I've met a lot of Koreans. I've been around Koreans my whole life. I guess my family and stuff. So, you are here because you're curious about my title. You want to know about Koreans and Korean Americans, right? I'm going to tell you 5 things about all Koreans and Korean Americans, and maybe a lot of all Asians. All Asians are like this. Before we get started, I just want to say number 5 is the craziest thing that you guys are all going to be like, holy crap, this is so true of all Koreans and Korean Americans. So stay tuned for number 5. Number 1, Koreans and Korean Americans love good food. You know all about it. We like our hot pot, our shabu shabu, our Korean barbecues, kimchi, lamb skewers, dim sum, pho. Who doesn't love pho? Asians and Koreans and Korean Americans, we love to eat good food. Number 2, Koreans and Korean Americans love to have a good time. Seriously, we love to enjoy our time. We like to go on trips, we like to go dancing, we like chilling at home, we like games, we like to do things that are fun, and we like to enjoy ourselves. Some people staying home and reading a good book is a good time, while others, for them having a good time is going to a huge rave. But all in all, Koreans and Korean Americans really love having a good time. Woo, 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 woo. 3, it kind of goes with number 2, but Koreans and Korean Americans love good music, whether it be classical music, hip-hop music, K-pop music, or country music. Korean and Korean Americans just love a good tune, and they just love vibing to good music. Number 4, this is so true about all Koreans and Korean Americans, it is deafening. They really appreciate loyalty. So, don't cheat on your Korean or Korean American boyfriend or girlfriend. Don't lie to them, don't hurt them, don't steal from them, and especially don't cheat on them. Seriously, it's not cool. Korean and Korean Americans really don't like to be cheated on. Unless of course you guys have discussed it before and you're in an open relationship, then maybe, you're different, but all in all, loyalty. And number 5, ooh-wee, I can't believe I have to say this. This is so crazy, but are you kidding me right now? You really think all of us are the same? Everything that I just listed above was every single person on this frickin' earth. If you don't like good music, whatever your favorite kind of music is, if you don't like good food, who doesn't like good food? Who doesn't like having a good time? And who wants to be cheated on or lied to, have stuff stolen from them? Another thing that boggles me, and I hope you questioned this, is that when I said I was representing all South Koreans and Korean Americans, how could that even be possible? How could I anoint myself this title? How can people say that they represent the Korean American experience when the Korean American experience is so vast, okay? And even elected officials, they might represent us politically, but they don't represent us culturally. The fact that people watch these kinds of videos wanting to generalize a whole race or a whole, group, it's quite toxic to the world. Korean Americans are so diverse. Koreans are diverse. My 9 months here, I've met so many different kinds of Koreans, religious to non-religious, people who want open relationships, people who really believe in traditional values. I've met so many different kinds of Koreans. As a Korean American, I've also met so many different types of Korean Americans. Seriously. We don't all like the same food. We don't all like the same type of guy. We don't all party the same way. Not all of us grew up the same way, okay? So much of my life, people have just assumed I was a certain way because I was Korean American. Fact is a lot of these generalizations were wrong. All because you've had a Korean American girlfriend once, twice, even 10 times, and they all liked a certain thing, doesn't mean I will. And we have to confront the normalized racism within our society. It's time, okay? 2020 is an absolutely insane freaking year. I'm sick of letting this normalized racism slide past. We're all different. All of us. I could see people trying to argue being like, oh, but all of my Korean American friends are like this. Well, those are just a group of Korean American friends that you know that probably grew up in the same town. I honestly have met so many different types of Korean Americans. Anyways, I hope this video wasn't too weird. I just had a thought that I wanted to tell people to not generalize us anymore. So yeah, thanks. Mwah.